Okay, so now we're going to talk about um, really important stuff on um, how how do you track yourself if when you let's say you have reached the rank of manager or you reach director and you open your back office and it says that you are not being paid as that rank that you already had achieved, right? So, this is one of the things that we're going to talk about tonight because I feel it's important that everybody gets on the same track as to what does that mean exactly.
Okay, so everybody's pushing for individuals on our teams to reach senior director. That is the final stage of the structure of your business. So it's not the maximum structure stage, it's the minimum requirement structure. So as you look at this and you isolate you at the top with your four, that would have been when you were a manager. And then if you drop down to the second level there and you are still at the top, that would have been when you made director because you have a manager left and a manager right. But then those have to create two managers left and right to become a director. So that second level that you're actually seeing is the director level, and you at the top make that senior director level. At that point, that structure has to be maintained. Every single head that you see here needs to remain active each week. And what we want to go over, and Carmen's really good at, and she helps a lot of people on our team. So she's going to teach you tonight. How do you find the person that's not active? So let's just say that you are a senior director, hypothetically, right now at the top. That's you, and you wake up Monday morning and it says you're a manager. How do you find what happened? That meant that one of your directors is no longer a director. And so you at least have to go find why did that director not become a director? And this week, because something happened somewhere in his downline. And this is what Carmen's going to be showing you. You
Mhm,
ready?
mhm. Okay, so first thing is you open your back office, right? And the first thing that you get is what we call the dashboard. And you're going to see whether it's in the computer or on your phone, you're going to see something that looks like this that's will have a circle, and depending on what your level is. For this example, I'm going to use this person um, is paid as a manager, but next paid rank would be director. Okay.
They had hit director. That's why they said their lifetime rank
Right.
is a director.
But now this week they're not getting paid as a director, they're only getting paid as a manager. So we're going to find where the discrepancy is, right? What has caused this person to not be paid as a director?
One of those little heads is all you need not to go through with their monthly subscription, and then that will knock you down unless you have multiple backups. So if you have, Steve says, have six managers left and six managers right, and then have more than just one director left and one director right. That's his suggestions to you.
Okay, so can you go back to that?
Sure.
Okay, so when you see on this page where it says view promotional details, you see the arrow, that's what you're going to click. Okay, so that's where I would click to see, what if this was mine, what had caused me to not be a director, at this
Exactly.
point. So I'm going to go to view promotion details.
The beautiful thing is that you've got one whole week to fix it from Monday when you find out until Sunday night. So that's a week basically that you have to fix it.
Okay, so when I hit that view promotion details, this is, one of the examples that could have shown up, right? So as you can see on this page, it says that there's two paths, right, to get to director, and either path says the same thing, but it says that I needed, assuming this is me, I needed um, 3 personally sponsored brand partners on my right leg, right, with 180 points, of which I only have 2. So right there, it's telling me that my right side has a problem. It's missing 1 person to be active, okay?
Yeah.
And it's also telling me that I need a manager on my right leg and a manager on my left leg, okay? So first we're going to address the person that is needed on the right leg, okay? So let's address that first, and I'll show you how I would find who that person would be. Hold on 1 second.
Oops. Okay.
Our screen, there we go. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go
To organization.
go to the organization drop. Okay, whether it's on, if it's in your computer, it's at the top. If it's on your phone, it'll be on your side. And then I'm going to select personally enrolled team to see left or right binary side location of all the people I've enrolled. Okay, so on that report, it shows me there's a column that says binary side, and it'll show me if the person's on the left or the right. But remember, we're looking for the right, okay, because that's what I was missing. So I'm going to look on the right side and see all the people that are on my right side. And then I'm going to look at the column that shows status, and I'm going to look at the ones that are active status. Those I'm not going to worry about. I'm going to look at the ones that say inactive, that doesn't have the active
Correct.
status checked. Okay. And then at that point, I'm going to select the one that is not active. Okay. So now what I have done is I have actually
Isolated
the right side, and now I've isolated the ones that are not active. So let's just say I had enrolled 6 people, on the right side, and 2 of those are the only ones showing the active symbol, right? The check mark. I need a 3rd one. So that means that I have 4 people that could possibly be somebody that I could work with to see if I can get them back to active. Okay. So that's how you're going to do it.
and rebuild your structure.
Exactly. So next. Okay. So now
After you find the person,
let's say I have the 4 people, right? Okay, so I'm going to pick one of the 4. I'm going to do them one at a time. So how am I going to find what is going on with that person? So I'm going to go to organization, then I'm going to select binary tree viewer. I'm going to then insert their name in the search box. There's a box that shows up on the phone. It's towards the bottom. On your computer, sometimes it's on the right.
On the right side.
Okay. And it's a little box that says search. I'm going to type their name in of the person that I'm looking for. And there's a little search icon. I'm going to,
Sherlock Holmes magnifying glass.
So you're going to pick that, and then their name will pop up below there. I'm going to select their name, highlight their name. And when I do that, their name goes at the top of the tree. So now no longer is it my name at the top of the tree. Now their name is at the top of the tree.
Whoever name you select occupies that space.
So what'll happen is you'll see this, this is
the lower half of the screen.
Yeah. And I'm going to pick view profile. And when I do that, that shows me like their profile.
We cut off their name and their numbers and all that stuff because that's not for you to be seen. But these buttons are available for you to select and see what's their next rank, what do they need, or what orders have they made.
I'm gonna go to orders, okay? Because when I go to orders, it's gonna show me when was the last time this person ordered.
It's gonna look like that.
Okay, so this is an example. This person ordered last time in June. Okay, well, here we are in November. So this tells me that this person hasn't been active in a while. That doesn't mean that they wouldn't get back active. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to contact that person. They're my personal. I'm going to contact that person and I'm going to say, hey, let me let you know what's going on with the company. I don't know if you're interested, but things are really happening. We got this water thing coming. We got all this stuff. I just got back from convention. I just got back from Punta Cana. I'm going to talk to them and see where they're at and see if there's any interest that they would have to place an order. Because remember, my whole thing is that I'm looking for another person to go active on my right side. Okay. So maybe this person isn't the one. So if they're not the one, then I'm going to go to the other ones that I had on the list,
which is just backing up.
Then I would do the same thing. I would go
And
back to the search box,
uh-oh,
type in the name of the person.
uh-oh.
And I would type in the name of the person and I would start the whole process again. Okay. Person number 2. And that's what I would do. And I would continue to do that until I've gone through all my people that are on that right side that could possibly be somebody that's going to place an order and get active. Now, remember, for somebody active, only to
We lost sound.
Is there no sound?
It's
Can
my
you hear
thumb.
me?
My thumb touched the button.
Okay.
Sorry.
Can you hear me now?
Thank you for telling us.
Okay. All right. So we handled the situation that we had of the person not being active, a missing person active on the right side, correct? But if you remember, when we looked at what was wrong with me, what was wrong with me is that I was missing a manager on the right and a manager on the left. So if Mary was my manager on the right, okay, Mary was, see how it said that I needed a manager on the right and the left? Okay. So now I think of, okay, who are my managers on the right? Okay. Let's say I have 2 managers on the right. Okay. So I'm going to start with manager number 1. So I'm going to go back to the search box. Can you go back to that
I'm not
slide?
sure.
Keep going. Okay.
It wasn't a search box.
So I'm going to go back to the search box. I'm going to type their name, my manager's name in the box, right? They're going to come up to the top. I'm going to hit view profile. And when I hit view profile, instead of going to their orders, I'm going to go to next rank. Because when I go to next rank, then it'll tell me what that manager needed. And then I would know whether that which side of the manager is wrong. Is it that they need somebody on the left to be active, or they need somebody on the right to be active? Or both. Sometimes it's both. So this is how you're going to decipher what is going on with the business. So for me, remember, we started this with me. I wanted to know why I wasn't getting paid as the rank that I had achieved.
Correct.
Okay. So that's how this whole thing started. So we're going, it's like you're peeling the onion, each side, you're peeling each layer until you get to the reason. So first I needed to fix my right side and get a third person active, right? Then I had to go back and find out what manager on my right and my left. If I only have one, then I know it's only the one. So I got to put the person's name in the box, and see what's wrong with that manager. And that's how you do it. You're going to put their name in the box. You're going to hit next rank. When you hit next rank, it's going to show you what that manager needs. If it's that they need somebody on the right or they need somebody on the left that is not active. And once we see if it's the right or the left, then we're going to go to that person again, and we're going to see what is wrong. When was the last time they ordered? Is it just been a few days that they've missed the 30-day mark, or has it been a lot longer? Like that. Okay. So one thing I want to make sure you guys understand, the way this system is set up, for instance, if I have somebody that their auto ship, their monthly
Should I go back to
subscription,
the picture of the senior director?
yeah. So when I have somebody on
Let's just
that
say
is
it's
on
the
monthly subscription. I have somebody that's on monthly subscription, but today is Friday, but their monthly subscription is not due until tomorrow, right? Well, they could show up as not being active because the computer makes them inactive because it's the week of their monthly subscription, and it's like a warning for that person and for their upline to know that, hey, they got to place an order by tomorrow, right?
or Friday or Saturday
Yeah,
or
or
Sunday even.
whenever. But if they don't, if their monthly subscription is due tomorrow and for some reason it doesn't go through, okay, then for sure they're inactive, but they have until Sunday night at midnight to place an order so that they become active. So sometimes when you see what is needed for your next rank, it's telling you that you are missing somebody, but that missing somebody could really be there and be active, but the computer is showing them as inactive because it's the week of their monthly subscription. Okay. So first I look at that. I see if they're on monthly subscription or not. And then if they're not, then I know that it's a person that's placing orders, randomly. Okay. So that's just like one of these things that it's like a glitch that the computer has. We've written emails about it and asked corporate to please fix that and change it because we don't really need the person is still active. They're active on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Their monthly subscription doesn't go through until Saturday, but the computer reads them as inactive come Monday because their monthly subscription is coming out that week. Okay.
And how you know that is by checking your downlines orders, because when you look at their orders, we just did it tonight for somebody. We looked at their team's orders, and we only had to look at a couple of people to see, but their orders weren't filled yet. And then we noticed that the order date was like 25 days away from when they're supposed to get it. So we know that they've got auto ship coming up this week. So, and so when we did look at it, it was in the first of the week. And so when you look at the date of their order, let's just say that today's the, what's a 15th?
Today's the 15th. So their next order would be December 15th. So if
It should have been 11/15, but if their auto ship date is 11/16, that's why. And it's because their auto ship is coming out tomorrow. And that's the only person that then you need to keep track of to make sure their auto ship does come out. Because the moment that we had a call recently where somebody downline from us, typically a manager, and they woke up Monday morning, they're not a manager. And I told him, let me help you. She goes, let me call you tomorrow. I'm really tired. So this morning she called me. Already it's been fixed. And because we found out that one of her people's auto ship went through and she's back to being the manager. So she was happy with that. And I just want y'all to understand that there's a little triangle associated by their name. And 2 weeks out, it turns yellow. And the week of their auto ship, it turns red. And that helps you.
Yes. So, anyways, I hope that helped you guys understand. I know that it's a little bit complicated and it's advanced, but all of you are advancing in rank. And these are things that you're going to need as your business is growing so that you can help your team. Okay. So I would like to open up the mics just in case you guys have any questions about something that I covered tonight or anything else. But, please feel free to ask any questions. If you didn't understand something that I said, I know we were it's kind of hard to explain it without you seeing it. That's why we had the slides so that you could see exactly
Well, some of the
where,
slides.
yeah, most of the slides, so that you could see exactly where you needed to go for this. So do we have any questions? Raise your hand
Or
um,
unmute
or
yourself
unmute yourself.
I
and
have a
just
question.
Okay, go ahead. I see you, Andrea.
Okay, so when you were going through it and how do you see someone else's downline? So let's say
in your binary.
No, let her
no.
finish.
Like I can bring up somebody that I enrolled, but they lost their rank because of something that happened in their downline. So I could bring them up, but how can I decipher? Will I get access to the person that they enrolled to contact them?
Yes, you do. So let's just say the person that you enrolled, you put their name in the box, right? And they come up
Yeah.
and you
Uh
see
huh.
that, yeah, it's that person that I enrolled that is not a manager, right? Okay.
Right.
So now you want to find out, well, who of their four is the problem,
Right.
right? Okay.
Right.
So then you're going to go to when that person comes up, when their name comes up and they're up at the top of the tree, right? Now
Uh
you're
huh.
looking at their tree. So you could see their right side and their left side. You can see
Right.
that. So what I do is I go to the bottom right. Let's say it's their right side. I go to their bottom right and I start at the
Mm-hmm.
bottom of their that very last person on the bottom. And when I click on that, that person, information comes up. So then I go and I see and I check that person's profile and I see if they're active. And if they're active, it's not them. So I keep going. You know what I'm saying? Up the leg,
Okay.
up one, like that.
Oh, okay.
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 And then I do the same thing for the if it's the left side, then I do the left side. So
Okay.
so let's just say I find out that it's Jimmy, on the left. That's not
Right.
active. Okay. So then I contact my personal, right? And I tell
Mhm.
her, "Hey, Jimmy is the one that's causing you not to be a manager. So we got to get
Right.
a hold of Jimmy and see what the deal is. Is it that his auto ship hasn't gone through yet? Or is it that he's not on monthly subscription and he needs to place an order? We need to figure that out. We got to see, is he on monthly subscription? And if he is, when is his date? You see?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Okay.
okay. And if he's not on monthly subscription, and he was supposed to place the order, let's say Tuesday, but now we're Friday, and he hasn't placed an order. Well, a lot of times people forget. They have
Right.
busy life, so we call them and we say, "Hey, Jimmy, you were supposed to place your order. You haven't done it. You have until Sunday night to place it so that you don't lose your points."
We
So,
we need to do that each week. Do this each week if you want to maintain your rank status. And a lot of people don't understand this, didn't know that they could go down and look in the binary tree and click on a name and then go to their profile and
yeah.
then click on whether or not they placed an order timely or whether or not they you can look at their rank advancement requirements for their next rank, and you can be told specifically for them if the left leg or if the right leg is short
Mhm.
of its requirements. So uh, it's very easy once you get into that binary tree view to put a name in there that you've just suspected is the person, and then you go from there and you uh,
And do like what I just showed, on the slides.
Right. And go back to the person you enrolled. Don't call their person particularly.
Right. So go back to the person you enrolled, but let's just say I've got the person I enrolled on the phone and we're doing it
Right.
together, right? We're looking at this together, which is a lot of times what I do. Then I would say to them, okay, you know what, Mary? It's Jimmy. Look, it's Jimmy that's causing it. So get a hold of Jimmy and tell him this. Okay. If
Okay.
the person can't or whatever, or is at work or is busy, then if I have their phone number, I'm going to call Jimmy. If I
Mm-hmm.
don't have their phone number, then I'm going to ask them to give it to me. If they don't have it or whatever the case is, then you're going to go to reps. Write this down because this is important. You're going to
go to
go you're going to go to
organization.
organization, you're going to go to reps.
No, it's called
Yes, you're going to go to organization and you're going to go to reps.
correct.
And when you go to reps, then you go to downline um, sponsorship report. And when you go to that, report, it shows everybody that you've enrolled, right?
Or that is in your team.
Or that is in your team. So then there's like a little search thing at the top, and you can type in the name that you're looking for. So there's like there's like columns, right? So you find the column that has like the last name. There's an arrow. You hit the arrow and you put the last name of the person you're looking for, and that person will show up, and you will see to the right their phone number, their email.
Okay.
Of your team. This is the people that you've enrolled
in your sponsorship,
who they have enrolled. So it's in your sponsorship downline.
Correct.
Report.
Okay.
Okay.
I understand.
So I'm gonna repeat that so you guys get it. So you're gonna go to organization, then you're gonna go to reps, which is at the bottom, and then you're gonna go to sponsorship downline. Then you're gonna go to the column that has last name. There's a little arrow next to it. You hit the little arrow and a little box comes up where you can type in the last name that you're looking for.
It's a filter for that
it's
column.
Like a filter, and then you just hit go and it'll bring you up everybody that has that last name. So if it's a common last name, you might have more than one, but you will see the first name, next to it. So you'll know that it's the person you want. And then you're going to go towards the right, all the way towards the right. You're going to see email and you're going to see phone number.
Okay.
And
all right, got it.
Okay.
Now, one final question.
Yep.
With earning these points. So if you get someone that orders from just getting enrolled or just existing client, and they're not on auto ship, but they're ordering on their own every month. I mean, I know you mentioned the dates where it might run out of sync if it's not within the 30 days.
Right.
But by just enrolling someone, you get those points, whether they go on auto ship or not.
Are you talking about the points for the trip?
Yes, she's talking
for the trip.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm talking about the trip.
Yeah.
Right. So you enroll someone, core, advanced, whatever, you're getting those points, whether they go on auto ship or not.
Correct.
So now they have ordered core and they're not on auto ship and they don't order next month. You're not going to get a point for them for ordering the following month, but you would have gotten a point for them initially starting.
Yes, you get a point when they enroll whatever kit they come in on. So you get points associated with that kit.
With your product introductory bonus.
Yeah.
That's what generates the point. It's not
right, but if
are on monthly subscription, that does not generate the point. That keeps you in position, is what that does.
Okay.
But if that person comes in on core, let's just say an example. The person comes in on core this week, let's say, okay? And 3 weeks from now, it's going into their fourth week, right? So instead of the 30 days, instead of them ordering again, right, like they would if they ran out of product, then what I tell them is, look, if you upgrade to advance, right, you're going to save money because from the core, it's $295 to the advanced, that's $535, it's $240. But you're getting 3 sleeves. So when you get 3 sleeves, that drops the price of each sleeve to $80. So what I tell people, if you're able to, go up to the next level of advanced, because you're saving money and you're putting yourself in a position that you're already at the point you need to be manager. Now this is for somebody that's going to be building the business,
Right.
It's just somebody that's using the product. They still like to advance because they get the product at $80 instead of $100, a sleeve. Okay. So,
and if they're willing to order earlier because they figure they have 3 months supply, they may not want to order in 30 days.
But if it's a couple, and they've ordered the core and they've got 3 sleeves, they've used 2 the first month. Now they have an extra one, right? Okay. So then at that point, if they just want to order a second sleeve, for the, to have two for the tournament,
Right.
right? Then that's fine. But if they want to save money, then I upgrade them and they get three sleeves, okay, at that point. And so they have one for the second person, and they have two sleeves for the following month already.
Right.
You see? So they're happy because I mean, I just did some of these already this week. They're happy because they're buying it at $80 instead of 100.
Right. No, I get that.
Yeah.
Nice 20%
So it's
discount.
a nice discount for them. And then it's also good for you because you're getting the points for their upgrade, you know?
Right.
And so it's a win-win for everybody, if you can do that. Now, some
Okay.
people you're going to have, maybe you enroll them this month. Okay, next month they're not ready to upgrade yet, but they'll upgrade the following, if they
Yeah.
want to. Some people don't care. They don't want to upgrade. They just want to keep ordering whenever they want. Okay, that's different, you know. But
Okay.
that's how you help them.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Does that clarify everything for you?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Anybody else? I don't see any hands up. No other questions? I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. Everybody clear on what we covered?
Perfect.
Okay. If you think about it or listen to this again and you have questions, please just reach out. I'd be more than happy to explain everything to you guys. All right.
Thank you for your time tonight. We really appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going to go ahead and get this put up on a YouTube link so you can send it to anybody you need to that explains this.
Yes. And thank you. You guys have a great weekend. Oh, before I forget, tomorrow we have a great training with Meredith Burkich, our president of North America. She's going to be on the training at 1 o'clock. And for those of you in the Asia Pacific region, you're going to have to probably see the replay unless you want to get up at 5 in the morning. And but you can see the replay because it'll be up. And then at 2:30, if you've got anybody that speaks Spanish in your team, there's a training in Spanish at 2:30. This is all on the This Is It team link. Okay. So that'll be it. And we've got a big week ahead. And I encourage you, all of you to, thank you, Julie. I encourage all of you to run for this new trip. And let's see how many of us we can get together and go on the trip. One more thing I wanted to make sure you guys were aware. Sorry. I posted it on the WhatsApp group. Corporate Wednesday night's call with David Schmidt was amazing. As soon as it comes up, it's not up yet, but as soon as it comes up, I will post it on the Abdo team. You guys need to listen to that. He gave a lot of information about the water, about the supplements that are coming, about what's happening with the company, and you need to listen to that. The other thing that's extremely important is conference for next year for corporate in Anaheim, California, October 2025 is already 70% sold out. Okay, 70% sold out already, and we are just in November. So
it just finished a month ago.
It's exactly. So if you guys are thinking about going to that convention, please do not wait. If you're going to go in person, please do not wait. The price is $249 up until December 1st. And on December 1st, the price goes up to $349. And my thought is that this will be sold out by the end of the year or before.
Yeah.
Okay. Because if you think about it, there's going to be 8,000 people from what I understand. And so if 70% has already sold out of that, that means that we're almost to the 6,000 that we had for this convention. So things are going to be moving fast, and it's going to be amazing. So I just wanted to make sure everybody was aware of that, because I know corporate sent out an email, but I know a lot of people don't read their emails all the time. And I just wanted to make sure that everybody was aware of what we're looking at.
If you're strongly interested in getting your business built, Steve is putting together an amazing training called Rise Up in January. And this training isn't for you to attend alone. This training is for you to get as many team members as you can on it because they're going to get the training that you could never give them yourself. Even if you tried to repeat everything that was there, you can't remember everything. And so you're not sure, and I don't know, and nobody knows which speaker is going to hit the home run with the person that you put on. So your goal is to get everybody you have on that Rise Up virtual training because it's going to be 2 days worth of intense training. And your smartest move would be to get everybody on your team on it and listening, and then you focus in on go getting new people because all of those people are taken care of at that point. Every one of them knows exactly what to do.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Anyways, guys, have a great weekend and reach out if you need any assistance. We love you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.